Matt from MTNGear here with our slightly updated Mountain Bipod. Much the same as previous, we've incorporated a few minor changes. A lot of the changes are really on the back end for us manufacturing. As we ramp up the numbers, we just find little ways of doing things easier and being less reliant on tolerances and things like that. So I'll run through the features. We've got two options. We've got an Arca and a Picatinny option. You can purchase the heads independently, so you can switch between, and they just bolt on through a central bolt here. Firstly, with the Arca, we have had a huge number of requests for these. These are 165-ish grams. So they will slide right on to any rifle with a built-in forend, like this XLR chassis, or a Arca rail that's bolted on. And then just use this twist lock here to loosen and tighten, so you can slide up and down. Using this finger nut, you can go all the way off, so then you can bring it off this way as well. As per most finger tightening devices, you can adjust where this sits as well. And then for the Picatinny one, we've made a few minor changes. We were finding just out of spec rails, what we believe to be out of spec rails, so just making something that accommodates a bit more for the various products and tolerances we see out there on the market, and then also while doing that, locking up slightly tighter. Now you can adjust the width of this. This comes set up in the slide on, slide off configuration with this button here, the cross slider, how it locks on. It does also come with the parts needed, so you can remove the cross slider and you can convert it to a clamp method, just like the Arca one, so you're actually clamping onto the rail, and that allows you to use it on rails that are captured. There's a number of stocks out there with the Picatinny rail being captured, so you can't slide on and off. It'll allow you to unscrew enough that you can go on, clamp on. It will also allow for people using longer Picatinny rails to slide forward and back. So yeah, that's really the difference in the heads. All the other features are the same, they're the same components. You've got these buttons here, deploy the legs. Now it does have a position about 30 degrees angled. Don't recommend you using that. I just don't believe it's a great way to have your bipod set up for accuracy, but the legs are turning through that point, so it might as well be there. And then you have 5 leg angle adjustments, this being the flattest. This goes from 8 centimeters, which is I think about 4 inches high, all the way, I think it's more about 3, close to 4, and then here's second, third, fourth, fifth, and you just adjust that with this little detent pin here that's rear facing you, so you can just reach forward, push the button with your thumb and adjust. Then the legs, they adjust, so it's just a half twist of this down, and it can lock in any position, and it's designed so you can do all that one-handed, whether on and off the rifle. Makes it quick and easy and gives a heap of adjustment. And it pans and tilts. Put it on the rifle here. You'll find that it's quite stiff in the hand, but once you get it on the rifle, you'll find it pans and tilts much easier. So you can see there, huge amount of tilting. It really is only limited by the point at which the bipod contacts the rifle or the barrel. If you have the rail right at the front, so the bipod's kind of hung over, that gives you a little bit more, but in reality that's a pretty steep angle to be shooting off. And then much the same with the pan, you got a huge amount of pan there, and one of the benefits with that is when you're packing in, for example, the rifle's on your pack, you can have it folded away. This is more applies to Picatinny setup. You can rotate that right round, so that's on the side of your pack or something like that. It's one less thing sticking up above your pack to get caught on brush and whatnot, and is a great way to store it instead of taking it off your rifle and then having to find it when you need it. With the Arca, that isn't quite such an issue. I don't tend to swing it around. What I do on this XLR chassis is I just slide this right down and have that on my pack like that. So depending on your setup, you can customize it to work for you. Super functional, super lightweight. Arca version 165 grams approximately, which I think is about 5.7 ounces. The Picatinny is about 155, which I think is 5.4 ounces, and the height range is anywhere from 8 centimeters, approximately 3.5 inches I believe, all the way up to I think it's 35 centimeters or 18 inches, somewhere around there. Check the specs on the website just to make sure I've got that right. So yeah, extremely lightweight, extremely functional, and made for hunting missions like we're on right now, where we've covered a decent amount of ground, huge elevation gain. We're carrying all our stuff with us for a week, so weight's really important, and then obviously having it work in a huge range of terrains. So any questions, flick me a message. Cheers for watching.